Pre-classical school of criminology or early explanation of criminal behavior. In early period, there was no any concept that crime is violation of law. At that time, there was no any legal law present. In that time, people sort out their problems by natural law. In early period, there were no any difference between crime and sin. Though at that time, if natural disasters attack on them like tsunami, earthquake, flood, they thought that some non-religious people around us, that's why these disasters happens. In early centuries, the explanation of crime was very different. In that time, crime and sin was same for them. They used to explain the crime in that way that whoever is doing something against our religion or religious law, he is committing crime. Demonological, a supernatural approach of crime. In early ages, people had this type of thinking that whoever is committing crime himself, but actually there are some supernatural forces that compels to commit crime. In simple words, in early ages, people used to say that whoever is committing crime, actually he or she is not committing crime. There are some evil devil forces that compels to commit crime. Punishment in early periods. At that time, almost 200 ways of punishment to punish the accused. If the person is found guilty, they punish in that way that they can throw them into hot boiled oil or scratch the skin from the alive body, or they cut the little pieces of body, like they can cut the eyes, ears, lips, cut from the body, and many more like these inhuman ways to punish at that time. After a few years, the way of punishment was changed. Trial by ordeal. The term ordeals means to set a difficult momentum for someone or test someone with painful and dangerous way. In trial by ordeal, one have to prove himself that he is guilty or innocent. In that method, accused had difficult and painful test from which innocent person would be unharmed or accused have painful death. There were different forms of ordeals used by different communities to know the accused and victim, which are given below. Ordeal by fire. This type of ordeal in which accused and victims both are ordered by to walk on fire to prove themselves innocent or guilty. After walking on fire, their wounds are checked. If they heated more, that person considered as accused, and a less heated person considered as innocent. Otherwise, both are guilty if the wounds are equal. Ordeal by water. The second type of ordeal is ordeal by water, in which accused has to prove himself innocent by surfing in water through floating when he was ported into water with tied hands. Ordeal by hot rod. In this type of ordeal, the person has to take the hot rod. If he refuses to take it, he will be considered as guilty. But if he take the rod, then after 3 or 4 days, he or she would be checked, and feudal will punish him if his wounds would not heat it properly. This way of punishment came into existence for many years. After the few years, the system was changed into system of computation. After announced that system, somehow society came into white shift. In that system, there was jury system inaugurated to deal with crime solution. In that system, there were 12 wise society men, and that also free from crime rate. They sought out the problems of that time. Also, this system considered as best rather than previous systems. In that system, also those 12 people considered as peoples of God. Hope you enjoyed the video. This was a comprehensive video